I'm gonna try this again. I did this yesterday spontaneously and was just driving around, talking, introducing myself, and realized that in the background I had rap music playing, and you can't have that, I guess, with YouTube. But anyway, so this is my very first vlog. I promised myself I was gonna do it. I'm like just out and about. This is me. This is how I look. I have a lot of problems with my weight, being on camera. Even when I was very, very thin, I had the same kind of problem. But I've really been having a problem, like, I wanted to do a YouTube channel, and I was just so embarrassed about the way I look. So I'm just doing it. And I want to say that this is going to be about weight loss, my journey. I'm transitioning to vegan. I can't say that, that is what I'm on now. What I'm trying to say is that I also have an eating disorder, and I have to really watch that I don't get too obsessed with my diet and with the food I'm eating, because then that starts a whole other round of problems. So, I have to be kind to myself and to do my best and to not make food good or bad, because then that feeds into my eating disorder. And we're going to talk about that. There's a lot of things I want to talk about that I think would be probably very helpful to a lot of people. People with eating disorders, whether they're diagnosed or not. I had been treated in the past. I weighed over 100 pounds less than I do now. I was very, very thin in my 20s, mid-20s, and I thought I was fat, and now oh my gosh, I know I'm fat, but that's a whole story for another day. And then I also want to talk to you about, like, my personal journey. I also have, I'm just going to lay this all out here so you can decide whether, you want to listen to this crazy broad or what. But I have PTSD, and the reason I have that is I am a victim of gun violence, and I was someone basically tried to shoot me, and that's another story for another day. And there's just a lot of things I want to talk about. I mean, empowering women and men to hear their voice above all of what's going on in the media, to hear their own voice. Our voice has just been lost. Our spirituality has been lost, whatever it is. And another thing I wanted to tell you is that after my whole issue with the someone trying to take me out at work, I was an executive director at an assisted living facility. I am an RN. I still keep my license, but I don't really practice nursing, because I really had to evaluate, really had to evaluate myself and what my life should look like. And I was just so much into, at that point, the corporate America, like making money and being the executive director, and it's all about numbers and beds and keeping them filled, and it wasn't resonating with me, and so I just stopped. I stopped working. I took some time off. Obviously I was affected by the gun issue, but more than that, I wanted to find myself spiritually. So where I am now is on a whole different path. I actually am the director of music at church. I've been doing that for a while. I recently switched to another church, not for any bad reason, just because it was more in the direction that I wanted to go. So I'm the director of music there, the choir director, the organist, the pianist. I write music, I sing, I do a lot of things, and that suits me fine. And while I was there, they started a program. It's a 2-year program for commissioned pastors to become a pastor. So a couple months ago, I started in this program, and I'm not sure if I want to be a pastor of a church, what I want to do, but I know that I wanted to deepen my relationship with God, and that I wanted to deepen my understanding of the Bible. And I really am very much interested in other religions, and that's another video for another day, you know. But I truly believe that we're all on a journey. And what we need to realize, or what I need to realize, or how I look at it as a holistic approach, it's body, it's mind, it's spirit, it's also our environment. You know, when you don't feel good about yourself, you're in your environment's messy, or if you're not, you know, spiritually connected, if you're overweight, your body's sick, whatever, all of it ties in together. So with that, I'm going to end this little introduction and hope it's made it. And I'm sorry about the shakiness of the camera. I've never done this before, but I did